Alright guys, since the X-Max is done, decided let's get the EXB out. There's the brand new tire. I'm gonna get this started up. The one thing is, one of these broke off. These little rubber tassels that hold it on don't hold it very well, and it broke. Just ripped right from there. So this is a good idea in theory, but this needs to be a thicker piece of rubber if it's gonna hold this on. Alright guys, got the EXB going, and it is of course running the lock rear differential. Oh yeah, the other thing guys that I showed you in the last video, I put the Nero wheel nuts on. So those red wheel nuts, so if I lose one, I'm more likely to find it, because it did have the black ones on, and those black ones came right off. And I put a dab of thread lock on those, so hopefully they won't come off. Alright guys, got the GoPro set up over there. Let's see about hitting this ramp with the EXB. I probably had it, kidding me. Oh my gosh. The first freaking jump, guys. I had this coming out last time. First freaking jump. And it pops right out. The pivot ball. Alright guys, I was able to actually pop that back in. Luckily I didn't have to take the wheel and everything back off. But it pops out way too easily. I mean, that popped out once on me. I tightened it back down, and for whatever reason just wants to keep on popping out. So, a little bit frustrating. See about doing a backflip. Okay, kind of did one. Pivot ball didn't come out that time, so that's good. That one was good. That one flipped. There, that was a decent one. Ooh, something already doesn't sound happy. I'm so used to this thing breaking that I'm kind of just thinking, oh, it'll probably break. Hopefully it won't, but you know, kind of used to it. Hey, that one, landed that one. I think I'm gonna head down the hill. There's not enough brake to stop it, guys. That's full brake right there. It's very hard to tell how steep this hill is and how rutted it is, but it's very rutted. I'm really worried it's gonna break just on one of those little Can you guys hear what I'm hearing? I'm already hearing something. Surely you guys can hear that too, right? Ooh. That's full brake going down this hill. So this is a pretty steep hill, but I also have this set at 50% brake. Like, that's full brake and it's not actually stopping it all the way. Maybe I need to set the brakes up to 75%, I don't know. Oh, well, our shock boot, is my shock leaking? It looks like that's what's going on. The shock's leaking right here, guys. The boot already tore off. Did it tear off? You can see there's a boot on this shock. This shock boot is torn, or it looks like it's leaking fluid right there. Well, that's great. Well, it's just gonna have to leak shock oil, I guess. I do need to watch out because there's cow manure all over the place, and I don't really want to drive this through cow manure. This thing is pretty quick. Ooh, that's cow manure. Ooh. I might have just drove through the cow manure, guys. I think I did. Yeah. Okay, let's bring it back. Very difficult to get that power to the ground. And we don't have any type of TSM or traction control on this, or gyro or anything. Gonna try to really get on it. Bringing it back. Ooh. There we go. Got it. Here we go. I mean, it's wheeling. That really don't sound good. That diff does not sound healthy. Sounds like it's coming from the rear. That just sounds terrible, guys. I mean, I don't feel like we did anything that was really all that extreme or anywhere close to extreme. Like, that was just like a warm-up. And the thing's already clicking like crazy, and it sounds like it's coming from the rear diff. And then another one of these broke. I broke this one. Now I broke a rear one of these. Strong suits on this thing? I can't think of any. Can't think of any yet. I'll get back to you if there is anything. Yeah, the pins must have broken. I'm assuming that's what happened. I've had people on the channel tell me that you got to watch out because those pins will break. And I'm wondering if one of the pins or both the pins are broken, or giving or something, or hopefully they haven't wallowed out the metal spool, the aluminum spool. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that the spool actually got freaking eaten away at and it freaking eroded it. That would be worst case scenario. Better case scenario would be if the pins just broke. But it's kind of catching at times, other times it's not. So I really don't feel like I even went that hard on it, guys. You can see from down here how steep that hill is. That's my ramps all the way up there, but disappointed in this machine, guys. There's that limited slip. Thought that was a limited slip. Can this thing crawl? Got to get some momentum. And then one of the shock boots broke, and I think it's leaking shock fluid. I think it's leaking some shock oil. Yeah, it doesn't even have enough brake. What is that? Is that a piece of foam coming out of the tire? Are you kidding me? Oh, little sticks up there. I just punctured a hole in the tire too. Guess I can't blame that exactly on the tires, but maybe I can glue that. But yeah, I'm like, what is that? And it was foam hanging out of the tire. I just punctured it. There are some sticks sticking up, so that's what did that. I can't really fault the RC that much for that, but just another thing to go wrong with the thing. Just added on top of all the other issues this thing has. Full brake. There's full brake. That's not Arrma's fault either. That's the ESC. The ESC is set to 50%. It just can't hold it on this hill. This thing's just been a money pit so far. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead, smash that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, let's just say EXB videos in the future. Because hopefully they're not all like this. And hopefully that limited slip shows up pretty soon. So, alright, later guys.